let's accept all these changes, commit them. Now under the boost here, we're going to go zero out our boost-based duty table. Even though we've turned off the boost control output, I want to be consistent with this. We're going to go and turn down the boost-based duty table 2. Let's highlight this. And we're also going to go into our boost P, proportional gains, and the integral gains. We're going to zero these out as well. Now, our boost target table, I don't know what our actual spring pressure is going to be at in our wastegate. I'm going to go and set this to a target here of something like 14 psi. Now we did set, if we go into wizards here, into our setup wizard, if we move down into our protection, we did set this overboost allowed here at 10 psi. So if we're saying here we wanted our theoretical boost target, even though our boost control is off, we're going to be allowing it a 10 psi variance. If we program 14, our boost will cut at 24 psi. So if we have too much wastegate spring, or the wastegate line configuration on the car is bad, or wastegate line melts during our tuning process, even with the boost control disabled with just the wastegate spring, it has the ability to cut off here. Now a maximum boost cut's approximately 34. We're not going to be hitting that right now. We're just interested in having something with a reasonable value. That's why I've set it here to 14 psi. Again, I don't know what the spring pressure is at. I'm hoping it's between 12 to 14 at the most. Ideally, we could have it much lower. We may have to go and adjust some spring pressure. I'm going to see how it's going to go once we get to that point in the tuning process. So the boost control here is essentially bypassed right now. Let's move into flex fuel. Now, in the flex fuel control here, we do find our lambda target table 2. We went through and optimized this in that other window. We do see our flex fuel stowage air fuel. This is going to be looking up the stoichiometric value for the flex fuel amount that we're running. So we can see right now we're reading about 16% ethanol. You can see 0.16, 0.17. You have to multiply it by 100 to give you a percentage. We'll find that it's going to be highlighting the table right here. So our actual flex fuel stowage air fuel is going to be 13.8 air fuel. So this is going to be, for the ethanol blend we're on, what the actual stoichiometric is going to be. Now remember, with the Infinity, that it's going to be looking in units of lambda. Then it's going to convert to gasoline air fuel, and that's actually what it's going to be saying here. Target air fuel gasoline. It's going to be always specifying that. So all we need to know is that we're going to be setting up all of our tables and configuration in our tables here based on an actual gasoline air fuel. In the background, it's going to be looking at this lookup table here and actually defining what the actual stoichiometric air fuel is. It's a little confusing. Essentially, don't have to worry about this table here. Just worry about your target air fuel tables and making sure when you're tuning your VE table that you're tuning to that target air fuel. It will do all the calculations in the background for you. Now, one thing I want to point out, as we move up here in the higher ethanol content, we can see that the stowage air fuel drops here. What this is going to be doing is redefining an actual multiplication factor in the background that we don't need to worry about. So we don't need to have two VE tables to tune flex fuel. If you're coming from a Series 2 ECU and you're used to having the two fuel tables and interpolating between those, we no longer have to do that. This is the way that most OEM-based ECUs are set up for true flex fuel control. So it's just going to have this dynamic lookup for our stowage point for the ethanol content blend we're running. It's going to automatically multiply the fuel map by that amount. So we don't need to do anything here.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.